Well, it's your second upload, and I feel a lot less motivated to do this podcast. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to No Limits to Lucas, No Limits Daily Show, February 28, 2025. And right when I say that, you check out my No Limits Support episode number 18 earlier today. I mentioned at the start of the show I lost my mom and me lost a very good friend of ours due to cancer. Lo and behold, I feel very bad. I feel bad for the family and everything. And my mom in general. I feel a lot more feel bad for both my mom and my friend's family in general. She's more particularly my mom's family, like I said in the Dome Support episode number 18. Go check that out earlier today. It just sucks. Cancer just sucks. Like I said in the 18 hours, or Dome Support episode 18 today. Cancer freaking sucks, if you ask me. Cancer is a freaking bitch. It really is. So part of my curse, and I just had to point that out. Cancer is a freaking bitch, to say the least. Let's get back to the No Limits Daily Show today, shall we? Let's just focus off topic and go right back to the podcast and everything, because it really takes me off my mind again with past things. I'm going to potentially call my liver cirrhosis update. That'll help me get my mind off everything and everything else and mentally going on in my life, to say the least. Let's go back to your daily show today. So, TKO announces a takeover mega event featuring WWE, UFC, and more. That's going to start with that. Also, be discussing as well. WWE parent TKO reports record performance in 2024 despite antitrust settlement charges. Discuss that. Let's discuss some backstage update and injury status of NXT Women's Champion Giulia. Discuss that. There's a backstage report on AEW talent departed from the promotion. Discuss that. Let's some AEW is my girl, Mercedes Mone. Hey, we get my buy up the things talk about Mercedes Mone, to say at least my girl. Opens up about considering quitting wrestling after W walkout. Discuss that. It's an update on AEW star Eddie Kingston's injury recovery. Your Smackdown to February 28, 2025 preview. That's the Elimination Chamber 2025 preview predictions. And by the way, I was originally going to do a No Limits Daily Show tomorrow, but I got to go out for a lot of things tomorrow. I'm going to run some errands and everything, so it might not be a Daily Show tomorrow. So I'm going to start doing my preview predictions for Elimination Chamber that does it today, to say the absolute least. And also just say West Wrestling History and quote it to finish off your podcast. So as you watch No Limits Lucas, maybe it's always going to say it's No Limits Daily Show. Starting with, you guessed it, TKO announces takeover mega event featuring WWE, UFC, and more. WWE is one of its centerpieces. TKO Group Holdings has its hands in a lot of pots, including UFC and professional bull riders. So far in TKO's short history, the three identities haven't crossed paths at the same time, even though there has been some synergy between WWE and UFC. That will change come April when TKO looks for all three of its priorities being an apple of Kansas City, Missouri's eye. In a press release, TKO announced that they will be holding 3 events in Kansas City's T-Mobile Center between April 24th and April 28th. The festivities will kick off with PBR, followed by the UFC Fight Night, and including with Monday Night Raw. The shows are a result of a agreement between TKO and the Kansas City Sports Commission. It says, and I quote, Kansas City has collected hosts of dozens of UFC, WWE, and PBR events over the years, and it has become the top destination for each of these respective promotions. TKO EVP of Talent Development and Operations Pierre Dropic said in a statement. This is a unique opportunity to showcase these 3 priority properties in one city at the same time for benefit of fans and visitors to the arena. We thank the Kansas City Sports Commission and the management of the T-Mobile Center for making this possible. End quote. On the W ends, the TKO stay in Kansas City will come as a unique for the promotion serving as second Raw to take place following WrestleMania 41 on April 19th and 20th. As a result, the Kansas City Raw could serve as an important indicator of the Red Brand's direction throughout 2025. This could be in Johnson's second Raw post WrestleMania as well, so should be interesting following that. But before I was reading this report, I was like, oh, please, no, please don't tell me you actually have a UFC person enrolled wrestling entertainment. Thank God it wasn't for that. Long before I read the report, and lo and behold, it was not the case about doing Monday Night Raw and events like that. So I'm thankful for that big time. So we'll see what Monday Night Raw produces in April 20th, April 24th, 2025 edition of Monday Night Raw. Moving on, WWE parent TKO reports her record performance in 2024 despite antitrust settlement charges. Between ONW and UFC and professional bull rider leagues, it's safe to assume that the business is booming for TKO Group Holdings. Fortunately, the Q4 financials now coming in. No one has to assume that TKO is doing well. They have all evidence available to see it. Taking X for No's Twitter Wednesday afternoon, WrestleNomics Brandon Thurston posted a graphic of TKO's fourth-quarter results, which also include figures of TKO's overall performance in 2024. It's good news all around as the company reported that a positive net income of $6.4 million for 2024. Even more strategizing was TKO's revenue for this year, which could the company list at $2.840 billion. TKO delivered record financial performance in 2024 at both UFC and WWE, reflecting the strength of our IP, the dynamic audiences we serve, and industry best team of people we've assembled. TKO CEO Ari Emanuel said in a statement, "In the year ahead, we will be focused on securing long-term U.S. domestic media rights agreements for UFC, as well as WWE's premium live events, integrating IMG on location and professional bull riders into our portfolio, creating even more compelling live events and executing our robust capital return program for shareholders." TKO's success is notable given the hit the company took thanks to one of its most antitrust lawsuits against Levite against UFC. The case was finally settled back in the fall after a previous settlement agreement was overruled by the judge earlier in the year, with TKO ultimately agreeing to pay $375 million to former UFC fighters. So good for WWE and good for TKO Group Holdings getting all this revenue and everything. It's more and more money for World Wrestling Entertainment and WWE, to say the least, for them. So I guess it's good for them because they have one of the best product recently. The WrestleMania season freaking sucks, if you ask me. But that's a different conversation for another day, if you ask me. Moving on, a backstage update on injury status of NXT Women's Champion Giulia. This past Tuesday, it was announced that NXT Women's Champion Giulia will go one-on-one with Women's North American Champion Stephanie McCur in a tail versus tail match at NXT Roadblock in Madison Square Garden on March 11th. However, a winner-takes-all match between both competitors seemed premature, especially to Giulia. Giulia just won the Women's Championship this past January, and McCur claimed her child just 12 days ago at NXT Vengeance Day. That being said, reports confirmed that on Tuesday that the double title match was due to Giulia being seriously injured, and now there has been a further update on her health status. According to Mike Johnson, PW Insider, Giulia is reportedly banged up and has been dealing with many issues due to her physicality that comes with competing at her level, which obviously is true because Giulia is a very stiff woman when it comes to her professional women's opponents with her deadly kicks and her knee strikes, to say the least. Several sources within WWE have confirmed that her injury is not major, but she is definitely dealing with bumps and bruises. Johnson also mentioned that he was told Giulia is still 100% expected to wrestle against McCur at NXT Roadblock in 2 weeks' time. So good on that for Giulia. I'm glad she's able to wrestle in this match. It was premature to see these two actually be announced for a tail versus tail match, now lo and behold, Giulia's now injured, so everything, so we can find out if she drops the NXT Women's Championship to go and get her a little bit of bruises, obviously wounded and everything, and get her, obviously, her health all straightened out before I go back on her. I'll probably get back to NXT Women's Championship sooner rather than later. So give you an update on Giulia and whatever she does, probably start trying, probably, I assume she'll lose the championship at Roadblock to go away for a little bit and get her injuries all taken care of and everything. Moving on, a backstage report on AEW talent departing from the promotion. Elite Wrestling has seen a number of high-profile departures in recent weeks, with the likes of Ricky Starks, or now Ricky Saints, Miro, and Malachi Black all bid farewell to the company, and now a member of the company's women's division will be leaving the company as well. According to PW Insider, legit Leyla Hirsch's contract is set to expire at the end of February, and she will not be re-signed with the company. Due to the fact that she will be leaving AEW at the end of the month of her deal, she'll not have any sort of non-compete clause attached. Which is probably the reason why Ricky Starks not getting a non-compete clause is they don't do releases of 90-day non-compete clauses for AEW compared to WWE when they do 90-day non-compete clauses for WWE in general. This making her a free agent immediately and allowing her to take any and all wrestling-related bookings right away. I don't see her going to WWE at all. So get that out of your system there, WWE stands. You didn't get a Leyla Hirsch. What do you think about Leyla Hirsch in WWE? Maybe in NXT, that's a different story. That'd be actually pretty decent. I think she's not that bad of a wrestler. She's actually pretty stiff as a wrestler. She's not that bad of a wrestler in general. But why are you just making leaps and bounds to get Leyla Hirsch in WWE's NXT system? I don't get that hype of WWE fans at all. I don't get that whatsoever if you ask me. I can only barely see her going to Impact, maybe in Stardom, maybe in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Basically a star in the say at least, but you get the point. Keep out there legit Leyla Hirsch. I'm actually kind of decent fan of her. I'm not like a big time fan of hers. But I think she's a decent professional wrestler where she can get anything on the open market, where she can make an indie circuit or TNA Impact, we're going to name it in general. Keep an update on her for sure. Moving on to AEW's My Girl, Mercedes Mone, opens up and considering quitting wrestling after WWE walkout. Back in 2022, Mercedes Mone sent shockwaves throughout the women's pro wrestling business when she walked out of WWE for seconds because Vince McMahon's an idiot. No, I'm sorry, I mean cough there. Walked out of WWE along with Naomi over treatment and creative direction of the company's women's division. Mone would reappear on New Japan Pro Wrestling at the start of 2023 and essentially All Elite Wrestling. While Naomi joined TNA and eventually worked her way back to WWE, however, there was quite a time when Mone considered hanging up the boots for good. Which I hope the guy obviously she's doing that, but I hope the guy she did not actually do that. She let me hope she didn't. And she was asked about during a recent interview with Katie Sackhoff if she considered retiring from the WWE after WWE departure. She says, I quote, I did because of how hurt I was by it and how much it drove me into a place of darkness. I couldn't believe something that brought me so much light in my life, that saved my life so many times when I was a little kid, brought me so much darkness. I was just like, I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to have so much stress where I'm legit killing myself because all of the stress that I'm creating of sort of sadness that I'm bringing to myself because of the bad mental talk in my head. So just a lot of healing, and I told myself, no, this is what I freaking love. I love wrestling. I still will have the same goal of when I was 10 years old, and no one's going to take that away. End quote. So you go there for Mercedes, man. There for Mercedes. You're realizing that she is still way too freaking good to retire right now at the age of what was that, like 20, 30 years old? Maybe 31, I forgot. I think it was 31 at that point when she left in 2022. And WWE in general. I think was she 33? Or was she 30? I'm not freaking sure. I forgot about that, but forget about that. But Mercedes, she's not retired. She shouldn't have to retire at 30 years old. Come on, dude. She's in her freaking prime. She's going to retire right now. It'd be kind of weird. I know WWE is the biggest wrestling company in general. I get that, but still. I don't think she's 30 years old and in her prime years is freaking retired just like that. It'd be kind of stupid and a waste of that. But she realized that. And there's more to this in the most interview. Mone has already claimed that former WWE Chairman Vince McMahon talked to her in a way she didn't appreciate. Something that contributed her to leaving as she wanted to follow her heart, while also wanted to fight for women's wrestling across the world by getting people to give it the respect it deserves. Whether you want to think about booking an AEW or not, it's a different conversation. Am I a fan of her AEW booking? No, I'm not. And I'll be honest. This past Wednesday night on Dynamite, I was not impressed with that segment on Dynamite. I mean, Mercedes and Mone Watanabe. I was not impressed with that. I think we can get more Mercedes in the ring and in the segments like this. I mean, come on, dude. The whole Harley Cameron feud was all built up backstage. And you're just having this be the same freaking thing with Harley Cameron you did with Mercedes and Momo, to say the least. Like, what are we doing here? Come on, that's kind of stupid if you ask me. But going back to the report here. While some people believe Mone would have an easy way back to W after McMahon was forced to retire in 2022, she opted to stay away from wrestling until the end of the year and took her career into Japan. This would not be the only move that would lead her to AEW in March of 2024. Big business, obviously. But it's also a decision she made by just listening to herself and her God. I felt like at this time, maybe I want to see me gone forever. Maybe people want me to disappear, which there's a lot of people want to disappear because they're stupid idiots and egotistical morons like Vince McMahon is. WWE Strong. You know it's WWE fans. Who else would it be, dude? If it's not WWE stans. Those people are the drizzling craps, if you ask me. So is AEW ones. They got it just as bad. I get it, dude. But still. Going back to this report. I'm like, I can't give that to people. I can't give them up on myself. I just can't give up on my dream. I still have so much light and passion for this. And such a chase and a drive. My light and my God told me, you've got to keep going. So you're New Japan. Take your bags, go to Japan, and go make one of your dreams happen. That happened, and then some just more dreams kept on coming, and then more talks to AEW happened, and then the connection just kind of realigned, and it was finally perfect when I signed my AEW contract with AEW, obviously, and it felt so right because I knew I could create so much more new dreams and memories for women's wrestling, end quote. Like I said, when I consider the booking to be not great in AEW, I would definitely agree with you. I'm not a fan of AEW booking yet. Obviously, the win-loss record is perfect, you ask me, and upon 10, actually she's undefeated so far. But still, I'm not worried about the match booking in general. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the story she be telling Mercedes. We need to give that woman in better storylines, dude. We just have to. That's the only critique I can have on Mercedes. Her character can be twiddled a little bit with her CEO gimmick a little bit. But that's a conversation for another day. And for the people that say, well, oh, Mercedes, go away, retire, get out of here, we don't want you. You know damn well, if she was in W and she did the same freaking thing in WWE, you would be the first one to say, I miss you, Sasha, I miss you. So shut the hell up. You're not a real fan of Mercedes, dude. You're really not. You would say the same thing or a different thing in W. She was in W in general. She retired right now in WWE. You'll be like, I miss Sasha Banks so much. Get over yourself and your pathetic lives and go touch grass outside, you freaking moron. To wrap up this segment, to say the least. I had to go there, man. I had to go there with those pathetic fans just making fun of Mercedes, dude. You just love to see those stupid, egotistical morons just suffer, dude. You just love it. Of course, I wrap up my segment yelling about how much I love my girl Mercedes. There's freaking people outside my house just making chaos, to say the least. Hope you don't hear it in the background. I deeply apologize if you do. But moving on back to the Daily Show. Update AEW star Eddie Kingston's injury recovery. Last May, AEW star Eddie Kingston broke his tibia and suffered additional injuries during a New Japan Straw match. And New New York native hasn't yet been able to get back in the ring. PW Insider offered an update on Kingston's injury recovery process, including some words from the man himself. Here's what AEW, aka Eddie Kingston, said. By the way, there's curse words in this word, and this is very quote here. Shit is hard, and when it rains, it pours. What a way to describe that there, Eddie. Gotta be honest. And he's not done it. Kingston said, here's another curse word. I fucked my stomach up from stress, and I'm waiting for results, and then go back to physical therapy. I got new insurance that costs an arm and leg. Oh my god, dude. End quote. Oh my lord, man. You gotta wish Eddie Kingston the best. That dude is just a freaking professional wrestling. He is freaking great as Eddie Kingston. So hope to see that man back sooner rather than later. He could be desperately losing AEW programming for sure. So miss that man much. Wish him the best and it was recovery, and wish him to can go back anytime soon he wants. So we'll update him for sure. Moving on to your Friday night Bournemouth Smackdown, February 28, 2025 preview. If you don't know the context, I said Bournemouth instead of Smackdown because I don't. This just shows a freaking dumpster fire. If you ask me, it's the Friday night Smackdown. Why? Because 3 freaking hours and it's freaking dog crap. 3 teams advertised so LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the Men's United States Championship. I would assume LA Knight gets the championship back here tonight. It should be a decent match, but dude, Shinsuke's run has been awful as the United States Champion. I wanted this man to be United States Champion at Survivor Series in 2024. Makes me look like a little bit of an idiot, to say the least, man. I look like a big freaking idiot for wanting Shinsuke Nakamura to be United States Champion. Not that it's his fault or anything. It's more Triple H's booking, if you ask me, but yeah, it's a dumb conversation for another day. I assume LA Knight gets the United States Championship back here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. Moving on, Chelsea Green, women's reigning defending women's United States Champion, versus a mystery partner, I believe a non-title match, a mystery partner tonight. People are saying it's Nikki Bella. I don't know, man. Even if it's Nikki Bella, I'm not mind the program between these two women having a WrestleMania for women's United States Championship. Kind of makes sense if Nikki Bella making one more history. Being another mid-card champion. She's never done that, obviously, because mid-card titles in the Divas there, if you ask me. But, dude, if she's probably going to pin if she's in this match. She probably pin Chelsea Green. You want to do it your United States Championship that dirty, dude? Be kind of stupid if you ask me in a non-title capacity. So, probably I don't see Nikki Bella being the mystery partner tonight. It's probably like Mia Yim or Zelina Vega. Some of them that's boring. Not that Mia Yim or Zelina Vega are boring. I'm just saying for something boring for this mystery opponent tonight. Zelina Vega and Mia Yim are not boring. They're complete opposite of boring, if you ask me. I'm just saying in general for a mystery partner opponent tonight on SmackDown. And also, Trish Stratus is also set to appear on tonight's SmackDown as well. Probably promote her match with Tiffany Stratton and also being Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus, which is Nia Jax and Candice LeRae on Elimination Chamber tomorrow night. Which are my predictions coming up right now, actually. Moving on to Elimination Chamber 2025 preview and predictions for 2025. Like I said at the start of the show, there won't be a No Miss Daily Show tomorrow for March 1st, 2025 because I got a lot of errands to run tomorrow and there'll be no daily show. So we're doing preview and predictions for Elimination Chamber on a very daily show right now. Moving on to The Rock. He's coming to an event to see if Cody Rhodes will agree to be his champion. I don't see him being a champion at all. I'll probably see Cody Rhodes probably go back in Rock's face, and Rock be back to his dastardly heel at times as the final boss. Who will be sacrificing him? I'll wait and find out right now. Your man's Elimination Chamber match with obviously Drew McIntyre, John Cena, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Damian Priest, and Logan Paul. I'm going with Drew McIntyre to win this match and probably sacrifice himself to get to The Rock. Probably challenging Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. It'd be kind of stupid if you ask me, but Drew McIntyre makes the most sense here. And by the way, there's a spoiler that's going around online by Chris Featherstone. I'm not gonna say who spoiled the match or anything. Well, I mean, I know who spoiled the match. I'm not gonna tell you who actually won this match. But well, let's be honest. What are we doing with spoiling the freaking pay-per-views or PLEs in general? What are we doing in wrestling journalism 101? You can't make something better up than make something about, oh, this person's going to be winning Elimination Chamber, spoiler alert. You can't do anything better with your life than doing that, dude. That's kind of freaking stupid. You can make a freaking video about Alicia Fox being a very decent seller. That will get much as views as this, dude. I mean, that much mean as freaking this as a journalist, to say the least. I'm just saying, dude. Shout out to Alicia Fox. And I saw that picture with Tessa Blanchard. I'm not a fan of Alicia Fox doing that, though, I feel whatsoever, honestly. But that's on her, dude. That's what I have to say about that. I'm going to Drew McIntyre win the Elimination Chamber match tomorrow night in the men's side of things. Moving on to the women's Elimination Chamber match. Bianca Belair versus Naomi versus Liv Morgan versus who else is involved? Roxanne Perez versus Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. I'm going Bianca Belair to win this match and challenging Rhea Ripley for the Women's Raw Championship at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. I might this weird pitch to pitch out to you. What happens if Bianca Belair and Naomi are the final two in an Elimination Chamber match for females? And we get to see the Storm has arrived and Jade Cargill comes down to Toronto. It only cost Naomi the match here. I'm like, well, make Bianca look so shocked and everything. Like, well, Jay, what are you doing? That's my partner and your partner, your friend and everything. And lo and behold, the SmackDown or Raw after Elimination Chamber, you followed the real footage. See Naomi attacking Jade Cargill. Or maybe it's Bianca attacked Jade Cargill. We ain't find out on Elimination Chamber Saturday. But I still think it may be Naomi. But this wild picture of Bianca and Naomi in the final two, and only filming Jade Cargill make an appearance, and just, I don't know how she's going to get in the chamber. It's going to be creative there. But it'll be a different thing to say the least. So I was saying the Jade Cargill cost Naomi the number one contenders match against Bianca Belair and Elimination Chamber final the females. So see Bianca Belair win this match and going to face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. Also, Tiffany Stratton. Our glorious Tiffany Stratton, reigning defending WWE Women's Champion, Trish Stratus, will face Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. I absolutely love seeing Candice LeRae getting on PLE here. I absolutely love that. Do I care for this match? Hell no. But I'm going with Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus for win this match here tomorrow night on Elimination Chamber in Toronto. And finally, to predict on the show, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. The two Canadian boys themselves, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. In a non-sanctioned match, we're going with Kevin Owens to win this match. Might be a hot take. But I think Kevin Owens gets the win here and buying another match with him and Sami Zayn in WrestleMania 41 Las Vegas. Maybe make it inside Hell in a Cell. You could do maybe a last man stand match, maybe in a street fight. We ain't find out then. But I'm going with Kevin Owens to win here tomorrow night in Elimination Chamber in Toronto. But I'm not saying Sami Zayn's not going to win this match. It could be, let's go either way. You want to continue this feud, you have Kevin Owens win this match. You want to end this feud, you have Sami Zayn win this match. It depends on what WWE wants to do with these two men. And it also depends on Randy Orton as well. Before No Limit Support Jay, as he's almost ready to come back in March of 2024, or 2025, excuse me. So we ain't find out then. But I'm going with Kevin Owens to be my prime prediction on the Elimination Chamber for Saturday night. And finally, on this day in wrestling history and quoted finish of the No Limit Daily Show, February 28, 2025, your last day of February. So on this day in wrestling history, night 2000. Only two things to discuss in this day in wrestling history, but only two things to discuss. Kind of very weird, if you ask me. So in 2000, though, and one of the most more infamous skits in Monday Night Raw history, Mae Young gave birth to a hand. Oh, God. It gave birth to a hand, propped it to be offspring of him and Mark Henry. I don't get that whatsoever, if you ask me. Maybe I'm mixing up my words here, but that sounds kind of bizarre, if you ask me. And also, to finish off here this day in wrestling in 2014. The day after NXT's first live event on WWE Network Arrival, the brand held the first ever weekly TV taping, 4 episodes, taped for the broadcast on the network. In main event of the tape-ins, Adrian Neville beat Bo Dallas to retain the NXT Championship. Saturday Same Wrestlers, and finally, your real mysterious February 28, 2025, your quote of the day. Quote of the day, the best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today, by H. Jackson Brown Jr. I absolutely freaking adore that quote. Repeat that again. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today, by H. Jackson Brown Jr. to finish up your No Limits Daily Show, February 28, 2025, Daily Show, like I said. Thank y'all for watching No Limits Daily with Lucas, No Limits Daily Show, February 28, 2025. Your last day of Black History Month in general. And until probably Sunday, let's see you all for more content of No Limits flagship No Limits Lucas podcast. Episodes that'll be number 38, I believe. Or is it 39? I gotta look this up, man. Is this 38 or 39? I don't know how my freaking podcast is. That's classic me, dude. Classic me, to say the least. As it is 38. So 37 last week. Come on, Lucas. Get your head out of your ass, man. Anyways, thank y'all for watching No Limits Lucas and No Limits Daily Show, February 28, 2025. Until Sunday for more content, No Limits Lucas flagship episode 38 of the podcast. Take care, everyone. Enjoy Friday Night Smackdown, Elimination Chamber 2025. Every time it's recording, you'll see it as well. Until then, take care, everyone.